Good news, everybody. The Trump family crypto empire made $2.3 billion. Oh, and a little footnote there. The people who gave them that money, over 1 million regular investors lost. Hold on, I gotta check my notes. $2.3 billion. Huh. It's weird how those two numbers match. It's almost like the money didn't come from innovations or earnings. It's almost like it came directly out of one set of pockets and into another, slightly more golden set of pockets. And these numbers come from a massive investigation this week from Reuters. And by the way, this is not a story about crypto. Donald Trump doesn't care about crypto itself. He just cares about being a president that fleeces his own supporters and doesn't care even a little bit, because his family will always win and you are never supposed to win. And look, yeah, it was Reuters that went through all these blockchain records, thousands of pages of corporate filings, and had over a dozen accounting and crypto experts check the math. So these numbers are solid. And since Trump's return to power, this investigation found the 4 main Trump family crypto ventures pulled in at least $2.3 billion in pre-tax income. And remember, his new deal means he doesn't have an IRS investigation ever in the future. And that $2.3 billion, that's more than Coinbase made. It's more than BlackRock's Bitcoin fund made. And when you look at it, Coinbase, they've got thousands of employees, trading infrastructure, actual technology. The Trump family, with no discernible skills, no discernible talent, or even really any effort, risked almost none of their own money. They sold tokens. You in MAGA world bought them, and they got rich. The end. World Liberty Financial alone funneled more than $1.6 billion to the Trump family, mostly from selling these governance tokens on the promise of a new financial system for the benefit of millions. Well, that new financial system, it never showed up. The benefit, however, did show up, but instead of benefiting millions, it simply benefited just the one family already sitting on millions. And the people on the other side of those trades, they weren't hedge funds. Reuters opened their study, their article, with a woman who heard that the president-elect Trump was hyping his own coin, and she trusted it because, hey, the president wouldn't steal from her, right? And she is one of more than 1 million buyers that are sitting on losses. These are real people. A lot of them, his own voters and own supporters who believed the man on their TV. That part isn't funny. It's sad. Well, if they voted for him, if they support him, maybe it's a little funny. A little bit. And then there is a separate deal. CNBC dug into this one where a publicly traded company called Alt5 Sigma bought hundreds of millions of dollars of World Liberty tokens. That handed the family roughly $500 million with a B. And Eric and Don Jr. literally went and rang the opening bell at NASDAQ to celebrate. Of course, the stock buyers, they got crushed. Meanwhile, the Trumps, they still had a photo op. The bell rang for them, not for you, because it always rings for them. 8 separate government ethics experts told Reuters that this is a conflict of interest, unlike we've ever seen in modern American history. This is a president personally enriching himself by an industry that his own administration regulates and champions. And this part, it makes me more frustrated than a rooster running on too little sleep. All of this, it's all legal, as long as nobody can prove access was traded for cash. And in an administration that destroys records and is arguing that they don't have to keep records, you'll never be able to prove it. The White House, of course, says neither the president nor his family has ever engaged or ever will engage in conflicts of interest. They said that in response to a documented $2.3 billion, well, it sure looks like a duck, conflict of interest. So yeah, your president looked at 1 million of his own fans and followers and saw nothing but a bunch of marks. The House always wins, especially if your name is Trump. I mean, it's ridiculous. And stories like this, they're going to get buried. And there's a way you can fight back against it. Your engagement, your likes, your shares, your comments, it all helps the algorithm know that more people need to see this story.